I'm going to go loot Argos, and then I'll pick up back on the ship. Yes, Vasco, I know how to fly a ship.
You know the drill, Vasco. Protocol Indigo means no deviations, no distractions, no dalliances, in short, no fun. Unless, as strictly defined by Sarah, said deviations, distractions, and dalliances are completely necessary in getting this fine vessel, the Discovery-class Starship Frontier, back home in one piece. No technical borrowing it, constellation. Even I have no intention of actually giving it back.
You've proven an adequate pilot. Are you familiar with ship combat tactics? Because that's a Crimson Fleet ship bringing its weapons to bear.
I mean, how hard could it be? It's just a spaceship, right? It's like, you know, there's a numpad right there.
2 more Crimson Fleet ships are
There we
jumping
go.
into our location, Captain. The amount of Crimson Fleet hostility has been far more than anticipated. At this rate, the odds of continual assault from their ships are high enough to jeopardize our mission. In short, they are after the frontier and will not stop. We will need to deal with the local Crimson Fleet captain. A recent scan indicates an abandoned facility on the nearby moon of Crete, a perfect staging area for pirates. We have arrived in orbit, the abandoned facility with our... I'll follow you from here on out, Captain. Federation of smaller independent pirate crews, all flying under the same banner. They are typically unscrupulous
And they leave the door open.
Curious, these are United Colonies markings, but we are in Freestar Collective space. It then stands to reason that this was once a secret UC facility.
Interesting. I mean, not really, but there was a colony war, so it would make sense that they set up bases in each other's territory as things shifted and moved back and forth. Especially if this is all run down. dramatic. Now, it said in the intro I'm more of a laser specialist, but because the damage changes, it doesn't really matter. All guns are pretty deadly. But I do need to use laser weapons for the challenge for right now.
Something in a cage until it kills you.
One more time! I know I saw something.
Detect no suspicious activity in the area. Skeleton damage.
This isn't over. Forget this! I'm on it. No one's getting through. Things I'm gonna do when I find you.
I'm detecting a safe nearby. We could make use of whatever is inside, provided you had some digipics and a disregard for personal property rights.
You're dead. We're all dead. The comms relay has been trashed. The whole room is trashed. We can't call for help. I can hear the terror morph roaring somewhere. And more people screaming.
gotta be kidding me. The Frontier has a new captain? You working with Barrett, or did you pry the ship keys out of his cold, dead hands?
What's your problem with Barrett anyway?
We don't have a problem with Barrett. We want that ship, the Frontier. If you're the captain of it now, that means we're after you.
I'm with Constellation. You should probably stop attacking our ship.
Oh, no. You see, maybe your colleague Barrett didn't tell you, but there's a bit of a legend surrounding that ship.
Mm-hmm.
That Constellation keeps treasure hidden in the cargo bays, the loot from 100 planets, and it's going to be ours.
That statement is partially correct. The Frontier has been to many planets and moons, but the only things held in the cargo bays are spare parts, dust, desiccated food particles, and a variety of species of ant.
I don't care what kind of lies Barrett programmed that robot to say. We're taking that ship.
There's no treasure on the ship. It's an exploration vessel.
You're not talking us out of this score.
Constellation is an explorers group. They aren't treasure hunters.
They aren't? You sure?
Hey, if you want to trade ships, that sounds good to me. The Frontier creaks when it turns anyway.
You willing to give up the ship? Just like that?
Yeah.
Can't believe this. There isn't any treasure? We've been trailing that old Constellation ship for nothing? Get out of here. Take your robot and your ship and get out of here. I see you all again, you're dead.
We should now be free to travel to Constellation's headquarters.
Should also
without
wear a helmet.
Crimson Fleet interference.
Or maybe this is a breathable atmosphere, I don't know.
No treasure. Everything to do with Barrett turns into a mess.
Alrighty then. Having dealt with the pirates and slept for, I don't know, what, 2 hours, I think? Took a nap. Ready to head to New Jemison, New Atlantis and Jemison. Clearly. Even though it says fast travel directly from the missions menu, press tab. I am taking off and going to space first. Also, I'm gonna attempt to loot things off camera and or not record them as much, because there's no need necessarily to do that. I don't think we can actually go anywhere but Alpha Centauri and Jemison, because Protocol Indigo or whatever.
Starship Frontier, this is United Colonies Security. Maintain course and prepare to be scanned. Scan complete. No contraband detected. You are cleared for landing at New Atlantis.
Neat. New Atlantis is the capital of the United Colonies. It was founded in 2156. The same year humans first reached Alpha Centauri and set down on the planet, they named Jemison for some reason. And they named it New Atlantis because Old Atlantis was lost to the seas, and they thought that was a good idea at the time, I guess. I'd like to keep the Frontier basically stock because it's a unique ship and it has unique objects placed down in it, so. Excuse me, Vasco.
Hey, Vasco! What, no Barrett? Let me guess. Protocol Indigo again?
Mm-hmm. Alright, well, let's Okay.
And he's your new captain. My crew can take a look at your ship, and you can stop by the Trade Authority kiosk if you need to offload some cargo.
All right.
Everything looks good here. I'll be at my booth if you need me.
Yeah. So he says Protocol Indigo again, which implies that someone else would have touched an artifact and brought it back, maybe? I mean, Barrett seems to have touched an artifact. I also put on a blue flight suit. It seems like Barrett would have touched an artifact too, because he knew about the visions that I saw.
I can assure you this
But yeah, someone else might have.
Colony's research facility will not go unanswered. We'll get you settled into your new assignments as soon as possible. For you, Bobby, that includes meeting your new foster parent.
My parents aren't dead. They just took a different shuttle. I'll see them when they get here.
Oh, well, of course, that's sure possible. We'll just...
Helena Chambers, ID SSCOM 1327 HCHA. I was the station administrator. I'll need to report to MAST ASAP for a full debrief. My treatment thus far has been entirely unacceptable.
Any authority you had was forfeit the moment House Varun zealots breached the station's perimeter, and you failed to initiate proper evacuation protocols. Thank you for your service. We'll find you a new position commensurate with your experience. And Mr. Bosch, let me just say how honored I am to meet you. By all accounts, you're the only reason anyone made it out of there alive.
Well, just glad I still remembered my flight basics. It had been a while. So was shooting a gun.
I read all about New Atlantis. So cool! Is it true the Nat train goes 5,000 miles an hour? Or that citizens get special discounts? Or that the whole city celebrates when it's your birthday? Mine's June 11th, by the way. My parents took me to Aquila City last year. It kinda smelled.
It's kind of weird. I'm just standing here listening, but...
No, yes, no, and I will certainly mark June 11th on my calendar. As for Aquila City, well, the air purifiers here in New Atlantis are state-of-the-art.
Ugh, Aquila City? Oh, don't even get me started on those simpletons.
Little unfair, don't you think? 3-star Rangers helped me out quite a bit a couple years back. Got ambushed by spacers near Narion. They assisted, no questions asked. Even helped with some repairs so I could do an emergency jump home. Good people.
In any event, you all must be exhausted. Just give me a moment to coordinate some details with security.
May I help you?
Now.
Oh yeah, sorry, I was just over listening everything.
Guess you caught some of that, huh? The galaxy is at peace and somehow seems more dangerous than ever. Spacers, House Varun, Crimson Fleet, everyone trying to grab their piece. What happened to the early days, huh? When we just float through the stars and dream.
Who's House Varun?
Not what, who.
What's House
How to
Varun?
describe House Varun? Well, imagine a bunch of colonists who set off into the stars ages ago, disappeared, and then re-emerged as a sort of religious society.
Oh, like America.
Faction, or cult, whatever you want to call it.
Like America.
They believe in some sort of celestial deity called the Great Serpent. Real nightmare fuel kind of
Like
stuff.
America.
About 100 years back, they picked a fight with pretty much everyone in the settled systems.
Like
I guess your school
America?
never covered the Serpent's Crusade, huh? We eventually made peace, sort of. Then they just
peace.
disappeared.
Yeah, I don't... It's... Yeah.
They're out there, somewhere. Or so folks assume. The ones that attacked us, they were the hardliners, for sure. You meet those guys, you run. You understand?
Uh-huh. Okay. I mean... I've also run into the Crimson Fleet.
Yep, that I have. Had to dump a load of cargo just last year. Microscopes. Can you believe that? Guess you can sell anything these days. Pirates are a tricky lot. In space, they're all about the hit and run. They jump in, steal your stuff, and get out of there fast. Keep your cool, and you can generally talk your way out of it, so long as you're not too attached to your valuables.
Uh-huh.
Stumble upon them planetside, though, and their trigger fingers get much itchier.
Some of us are still dreaming of the stars, though.
Well now, you don't know how glad I am to hear you say that. I'm right here with you, my friend. How can you not look up to the cosmos and just be overwhelmed by its beauty? So much possibility, so much hope, even despite recent events.
It's got like a kick me sticker on his back. Anyway, who are you?
Ricardo Bosch. I was the lead researcher on the station that got attacked. It was business as usual until those House Varun crazies swarmed in, spouting their scripture or whatever it was. Even the Marines were overwhelmed. Honestly, I'm just lucky to have made it out of there in one piece. We all are. Now, I just want to get back to work. Where is that woman?
Who are those spacers you were talking about?
Really? You must have been hiding under a moon rock your whole life if you've managed to dodge those assholes.
Yeah, we call them raiders.
They're
Where I'm
basically
from.
a bunch of space scumbags. Fly around, attack, and rob anyone they see. They're pretty disorganized and easy to fend off until they aren't.
Yeah.
They're a different beast than the Crimson Fleet. Generally speaking, pirates want your stuff, so they can occasionally be reasoned with. Spacers, though, they tend to shoot first and ask questions never.
Are they cannibal? Oh, I can't ask that. Okay,
Goodbye.
well, I mean, I guess that makes sense.
What? No, just, go away.
Wow, okay, I mean...
Hello.
That's what I thought. Hello.
I've never been in a battle before. Everyone kept telling me to keep my eyes closed, but it's kind of hard to do that when you're running. At first, I thought it was ecliptic mercenaries shooting at us, but it wasn't. It was these other people yelling about serpents and stuff.
Uh-huh. What are serpents?
Yeah, it was like, snakes and serpents will eat you all, rah, the stars will squeeze you, rah, or something like that. I think they need psychiatric help.
I don't think it's a small man. Can't imagine losing parents. Hang in there, pal.
It's fine. My dad just has terrible navigation skills. My mom says it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I just hope they don't take too long. I'm sure that foster family is nice, but... Anyway, I'm fine now. I hope my parents don't take too long getting here.
Alright. Whatever. You do not look like a child.
May I help you?
Do this to me.
Sergeant Yumi is looking for reliable people to help the guard. Contact him if you're interested.
But do I
I'll
need to?
appreciate
Like,
it.
I mean, okay. I'll do that later. I got business.
You will be scanned as you enter the city. Please keep moving.
Can't scan me. It's a nice city. Kind of weird to build it at a waterfall, though, unless you're, like, using hydroelectric, I guess, but...
This is New Atlantis Transit, or the NAT. It provides free transportation throughout the city.
Neat.
We can take it directly to the Mast District. The water is quite aesthetically pleasing, or so Barrett has told me. New Atlantis relies on advanced hydroelectrics for most of its power.
Sorry, Vasco, but that's a who asked. So the lodge has got,
We may
like...
be in a United Colonies city, but Constellation is an entirely neutral entity, and always has been.
Yeah, so they apparently got prime real estate outside the main city in, like, a giant garden or park. So, they should be wealthy.
My mother wanted me to be a doctor. Doctor.
Here we are, the lodge. The front door should unlock if you hold up the watch that Barrett gave you. I have messaged the other members of Constellation.
Doing tricks, huh?
They will be waiting for us inside.
Cool, so we just have, like, space email, and we can, like, message people over long distances, right? That surely won't come up again later at all. Also, what if I left the watch in the ship? Okay, then. Boy, that was a long episode. Yeah, I'm supposed to include somewhere in here that you need to, like, comment and subscribe, or at least ask you. But that was 26 minutes, and it was a lot of dialogue, so, like, I feel like you would have already seen it and skipped ahead, maybe you skipped to the end. So maybe you want to subscribe if you're actually one of those people that didn't know about the channel before then, but otherwise it's, yeah. Okay.